without any further ado, I would like to introduce Wendy Ingman to you as well. And so, Wendy, if you could introduce yourself and tell us where you are in the world and what you do on a day-to-day basis.
Well, thank you, Fiona. So I am based in Adelaide, which is the capital city of South Australia in Australia. So I'm all the way over the other side of the world, and we have completely different weather and different time of day to you guys over in the north of America. And I am a breast cancer researcher and mammary gland biologist. So I study the different types of cells which make up our breast tissue and how they interact with each other and how they function, how they develop during puberty, how they change across the menstrual cycle and during pregnancy, and of course, how they coordinate this amazing process of acquiring the ability to make milk, which we need to nurture our next generation.
Yeah, absolutely. Boy, just when you're just talking and telling me about all those things, Wendy, I just kind of get all excited because I'm thinking about all the questions I want to ask you today and of course on our live day as well. But other things that I want to know about you are how did you get into this line of work? Like when was your interest first peaked in this area?
Well, so it probably goes right back to high school.
Mhm.
Science lessons, we had, it was a video of a woman giving birth
Ah,
in my year 10 science class, and it was very graphic.
right.
And everyone around me was making these noises, going, "Oh, that's disgusting. Oh my God, what are we looking at?" And I just had tears running down my face
Oh.
because I thought, wow, what an amazing process this is, how we make new life. And one of the things that has always amazed me about our bodies is that we do all of these things and we don't know we're doing them.
Right.
So we're just sitting here today, breathing in and out and talking to each other, and all of those processes in our bodies are just ticking away and doing what they need to do.
Mm,
And we don't know anything about what we actually, we don't have to think about it for them to do that.
mhm.
And so that's really where my interest in biology came from, and particularly reproductive biology, just with the amazing process of producing new life, and then becoming more and more interested in how the mammary gland works, because it is such an amazing organ.
Yeah, absolutely. Can you tell me a little bit about your current position? Because you are the associate professor of breast cancer research, and so
Mhm.
how and why was that something that you wanted to pursue as well?
Well, so I started off as this mammary gland biologist and really trying to understand how the breast works. And what becomes more and more clear is how this affects breast cancer risk.
Mm,
So we have breast cancer being the most common type of cancer in women. Here in Australia, and it's probably similar where you are, Fiona, 25% of all cancers diagnosed in women are in the breast.
mm,
So there's something going on in the biology there, which is making this tissue really susceptible to cancer. So that's something that I've become more and more interested in. And one of the big research interests of my group is to understand the risk factors for breast cancer and how they actually play out at the biological level. So, for example, breast density is a risk factor for breast cancer, and going through the menstrual cycle, the more menstrual cycles a woman has, the more likely she is to develop breast cancer later
mm.
in life. So understanding those underlying biological mechanisms is really important. And if we can understand them, then we can start to take steps to prevent breast cancer. So that's kind of where we came from with our
Right.
breast cancer research.